Hi guys, Christos here, Cyprus Without Borders. So, welcome back to the channel. News breaking last night about the whereabouts of some of the Cypriot missing persons. And for people who don't know, let's have a look at this. This is straight from the Cypriot missing persons webpage, a PDF. We still have a total of 798 missing Greek-speaking Cypriots and a total of 210 missing Turkish-speaking Cypriots. According to the reports which went on air last night on CYBC, and also on Antenna, some of these missing Cypriots at least were buried by the Turks underneath the giant monstrosities on the Pentadaktylos mountain range. Just in case you're not aware of what these monstrosities are, here we go, I'll zoom in here. I mean, most of you already know about the flags. Zoom in, there we go. These are the flags which have been painted onto the side of the Kyrenia mountain, of the Pentadaktylos mountain range, to rub salt in the wounds of the Greek speakers who still live in the free areas of Cyprus. You can see these from miles away. You can actually be standing up at Stavrovouni, which is somewhere around here. You can stand on a clear day, you can see those flags. You're driving into Lefkosia and you're on the highway, you can see those flags. So you can see it from a long way away. You can see it from certain areas of Trodos. In fact, they measure 425 meters wide and 250 meters high. So they're absolutely huge. And what's also written on the side, on here, these words are huge. They're a famous quote by Turkey's founding father, Mustafa Kemal Atatürk. "Happy is he who says I'm a Turk." And so they've got these words plastered on the side of the mountain for the Greek-speaking Cypriots to see as they go to work. So the reports last night claimed that there are missing Cypriots buried underneath these flags. And I have heard this before. In fact, if you listen to one of our podcasts, which I did about a month ago, which we published with a photographer named Andrew Avram, he mentions it, that there are rumors, that there's speculation. In fact, eyewitnesses say, people who were there have said that there are missing persons buried underneath this flag here. CYBC covered it last night, this story. Antenna did. But as of today, I was expecting Cyprus Mail, I was expecting, lots of newspapers, new magazines to be reporting on this. On TV, nothing at all. The only thing we have found is this: a TC member of the CMP, which is the Cypriot Missing Persons Society or organization, whatever, claims that the information for a grave in Pentadaktylos is unfounded. Now, don't forget as well that Ersin Tatar, who was the democratically elected leader of the pseudostate, he replaced all of the Turkish-speaking Cypriot members of the CMP with some of his own henchmen, mafia men, whatever, people who were going to fulfill his agenda. And so we can't trust any information coming from the CMP, and especially not a Turkish-speaking member of the CMP anyway, when they have been installed by right-wing fascists. We cannot trust them. And so this member of the TC, it doesn't say which member. Oh no, it does. Referring to the report, Mr. Muftizadi said there was no decision on excavations under the flag, noting that the issue of missing persons was a sensitive humanitarian issue and that any unfounded information being published would only create insecurity and serve no purpose. So basically what this article is saying from Sigma is basically a denial from the Turkish side that there are bodies buried there, you know. An article by the Cyprus Mail 5 days ago. There we go. Here's Ersin Tatar standing proudly in front of that monstrosity on Pentadaktylos mountain range. You can see the red and white paint in the background. Again, Cyprus Mail, I'm not a fan of their journalists. I mean, Evi, Andreu, whoever you are, this is a very lazy article. Turkish Cypriot leader Ersin Tatar on Wednesday inspected the site where the massive flag of the breakaway regime in the northern Pentadaktylos mountain range, which is currently being spruced up. So it's being repainted. There's, they're currently working on brightening it up, giving it a facelift, new paint job on this monstrosity, which has been on Pentadaktylos for since 1987, is it? Something like that, and been lit up since 2003, I believe. Yeah. And so, yeah, another ridiculously lazy article here by the Cyprus Mail. So again, that was 5 days ago. This article, which came out today, the Turks denying that there are any bodies under there. And this is all we have so far. We were trying to scramble for information. We're trying to find out, anything else we can find out about this article, but it's been kept hush-hush. Not many people are talking about it. But this reminds me, actually, I'm glad that this came up, because it reminded me of a petition I produced a few years ago now, 3 years ago. It was about, I've got 11,910 signatures, and it's about the removal of the flags from Pentadaktylos. So I petitioned the Turkish administration in Cyprus. In fact, I actually even got criticized for petitioning the Turkish administration in Cyprus, because many people don't want to acknowledge it, but they're there, so, And what I found encouraging about this, in the comments which we've got, which we got from many Turkish-speaking Cypriots, the flags have been placed there to disturb our Greek-speaking Cypriot friend, and as a Turkish speaker in Cypriot, I find them racist, outrageous, and unnecessary. Hussein Deniz, I am not Turkish, I am Cypriot, and I am not happy for being ruled by idiots, meaning the Turkish mainlanders. And there we go, Cyprus. And so we've had, what I did find encouraging. I mean, we were never going to get the Turks to remove these flags, not with a simple petition. But what I found encouraging was all of the comments I have had from people, from Turkish speakers, English people, Greek speakers. So that's been wonderful. Right, so what we've also got here are facts and figures, statistics, missing people, which tell us as well. It's Greek Cypriot missing persons, still missing 798. So since the CMP initiative first started, 712 have been identified, 712 Christians, Greek-speaking Cypriots, and 282 Turkish-speaking Cypriots. There are still 210 Turkish-speaking Cypriots still missing, still 798 Greek-speaking Cypriots. In total, at the start of the CMP initiative, there were a total of 1,510 Greek Cypriots missing and 492 Turkish Cypriots missing. And if some of them are hidden under these monstrosities, then it's then the people need to own up. It's been suggested that, let me go back to this article. It's having, they say that they're sprucing up the flags, they're repainting them, but it could be that they're trying to remove the bodies or the skeletons. That's all that they'll be left by now. It could be that. But we'll see. We're going to keep a close eye on things, and I'm going to come back. I'm going to report back as soon as... I'm not going to let this go. We're not going to let this go. We're going to find out more information, and we'll be back soon.